synchronicities, coincidences, serendipitous moments, deja vu. What do all these things mean? You know what I mean? Synchronicity. Let me speak to synchronicities and coincidences. As I write in my book, coincidences, they coincide. Like coinciding angles on a pyramid. Sometimes it's angels guiding you to the next point. You know what I mean? Let me give you an example. One might say that everything that I'm about to say is just a coincidence. Like it means nothing. It just happened by happenstance. But that's not the stance I take in life. Not at all. So, upon trying to get back to New York from Atlanta to New York yesterday on a straight shot flight, before I can even get on my flight, it's canceled. So now I have to get a new flight. And so I get a new flight, and I'm seated in 22A, okay? The tomb of TutemRa was discovered in 1922. Emmett Till was murdered in 1955, but 22 years later, when my mother was 22, I was born again. You know, I could go on with 22. 22 is the master builder. But, so yeah, this guy sitting next to me in 22, he must be 22B. I'm not sure what he is, but he's 22 something. He finds the cover of my book interesting, so I start talking to him about it. Now, there are things that are going to happen later that are not a coincidence. Him and I are seated on a plane. We're about to take off. But of course, the weather conditions caused the plane to stop, and we have to get off the plane, and we're waiting for another flight, and everyone's angry. I'm not, I'm just chilling. Because I know I'm gonna be exactly where I'm supposed to be at the exact time, so I'm not really worried about it. So me and this guy start talking again about my book, and he wants to buy a copy of my book. Him and I both end up on a flight to White Plains together, and we're standing in front of our gate, and we're gonna board at 6:55. We're standing at gate 53, right next to gate 55. Of course, that all means nothing, right? That doesn't mean anything at all, but he wants to buy my book, and so I tell him you can buy it online for $88.88, or you can buy it from me. And if you buy it from me, you get a personalized copy. The first page is a message towards you, directed towards you. And so he said, well, how do we do that? I said, well, you can Zelle me right now. He Zells me $88. And afterwards, I asked him his birthday. So this random dude that just happens to be sitting next to me in row 22, he is born on July 25th, on Emmett Till's birthday. He's a pilot. He's been a pilot for 25 years. I asked him what year he's born. He's born in 1965. That's the year of the snake. Emmett Till was born in 1941, the year of the snake. I was born again 22 years later in 1977, the year of the snake, when my mother was 22. Interesting, the year that Emmett Till was murdered is the year of the goat, 1955. My mother was born that year. 48 years later, 4 cycles of 12, 4 cycles of 12 would be 2003, the year of the goat. Emmett Till mother, she dies. She dies on January 6th, 3 Kings Day. That brings me to an experience I had at the camping trip the past few days when I was in Atlanta. I was telling people my story. One of the guys there, he was born on January 6th. When they were hearing all these patterns, they were all amazed by it. Another brother walks up. He's like, what are you guys talking about? I'm like, yo, talking about my book. He says, he wants to see it. He takes it. He looks at it. He flips it over. He decides to buy the book. But this guy is interesting because he's wearing a gold pendant with an ankh on it. And he buys the book. He cash apps me $55 at 5:05 p.m. I ask him when his birthday. His birthday is August 27th, the day before Emmett Till is murdered. See, these synchronicities, they're always happening all around us, all the time, but we're just none the wiser to those. We're none the wiser to them. And so they all mean different things. They don't mean just one thing, but they're aligning you, directing you. The ancestors are directing your path all the time, trying to show you the yellow brick road. You know what I'm saying? Trying to show you the yellow brick road. And I realized that, you know, these coincidences with my book, I just shipped out 13, 14 different copies of my book, personalized. And each of those stories, they have something profound connected to each person. I guess if you search long enough, you'll find something connected. But real, come on, goddamn, man. July 25th is 365 days in a year. Why is the guy sitting right next to me? I mean, come on now. Out of all these people on the plane, not everybody's going to pay $88. But the one guy who pays $88, he's sitting right next to me, and he's born on Emmett Till's birthday. See, none of these things are coincidences, man. They're not just coincidences. They're coinciding. One time is an incident, twice is a coincidence, but 3, 4, 5 is a pattern. Can you tell a difference? That's what it is, man. And so these things are not happening for me when I'm talking about my story. They're happening to the listener so that they can then take what I'm saying into deeper, to relax all disbelief and take it in, take that breath in and digest it, so that they can then move forward with that inside of their consciousness. You know what I'm saying? There's a scripture that says, you know, verily, verily, I say unto you, if you believe in me, all these things I've done, you can do, and greater deeds will you do. You know, when I was a Christian, that scripture rung out deeply to me, because I was never much of a follower's follower. You know, we all have to be followers and leaders. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I'm a man's man, and a man's man, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna always stand. I'm gonna keep double up and doubling up. I've been doubling up and doubled up and doubled up and doubled up, and I've been doubling since. Ain't no one man gonna stay in one place forever, as Pac said.
And any man out there got to
you gotta take these things and transform yourself. You feel me? You know what I mean? So my story is real. It's Trump type. You know what I mean? It's something they can't take from me. You know what I mean? Because my name is, how do I say that one? Life is a symphony, speaking in riddles. My name is TutemRa, the infinite, stuck in the middle of eternity. Infinity, returning the third time, Trinity. You know what I mean? That's it for today. That's a little over 7 minutes. And most of you ain't even gonna listen to it, but that's fine. That's part of the reason why I don't waste my time. None of it is a waste, but I don't spend my time sharing too much anymore. I got things to do. You know what I mean? Peace. Shem Im Hotep, Mir Jet, Aha 2, Love Eternal, Safe Travels. Peace.